The International Monetary Fund is predicting slower economic growth this year in the U.S., citing uncertainty over the Trump administration's tariffs and trade policy. The IMF expects the U.S. economy to grow 1.8% this year. That's down 0.9% from the projection given in January and a full percentage down from 2024's projection of 2.8%. The organization says it does not expect a U.S. recession in 2025, but it noted the odds of a recession have now risen to 37%, up from 25% last October. CBS News MoneyWatch correspondent Kelly O'Grady joins us now to break everything down. So what does that rise in the probability tell us about the economy and the current track?
Well, it's not good, but it's not entirely unexpected. I mean, we have seen, whether it be the World Trade Organization or various banks during their earnings report, say that the risk of a recession has increased, that the economic growth projections have decreased. So I wouldn't say that this is cause for alarm. That number wasn't over 50%, but it just tells you that even worldwide, people are concerned about how these trade policies are going to impact that global trade landscape and therefore that global economic growth.
So over 50% is when your alarm bells start going
Yeah,
off.
because then it's more likely than not. Yeah.
Okay. So the IMF's global outlook also projected losses for other countries due to U.S. tariffs. What can you tell us about that, and will that have a ripple effect?
Absolutely. So you mentioned the numbers about U.S. growth. They also projected that global economic growth is going to decrease, not by as much, but a 0.5 percentage point. So still very sizable. China as well. Their growth outlook for 2025 was slashed by a 0.5 percentage point. And then the other thing that we look at in these reports is where the IMF thinks inflation is going to go. And no surprise, their projections increased. The U.S., they think that inflation is going to be at 3%. Some of these other European countries at 2.5%. Sort of the takeaway is it's going in the wrong direction, and they're pointing to the tariffs as the reason why.
How are investors reacting to the uncertainty still around these trade deals? I mean, we have Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent saying, look, he believes that there's going to be a de-escalation with tensions with China in the near future. We have Nancy Cortez saying no talks are on the books right now. How is all of that impacting Wall Street?
So I thought it was really interesting when those reports that Bessent was speaking at that closed-door investor meeting with JPMorgan Chase came out, you saw the market spike. And we did actually regain everything that we lost yesterday in the Dow. So there's definitely optimism. But then you also hear, but there's no negotiations. Yeah. And so I spoke to a number of investors today, and I said, well, what do you think?
What's your read?
Yeah, what's your read? And most of them said, look, we love to hear that there's a possibility for these two countries to come together, but there's a lot of skepticism because there's no actionable, tangible thing on the table.
We'll believe it when we see it.
And I think the timeline as well. Is this a couple of weeks? Is it months? Think about 2018, the trade war. It took way more than a few months. It was in the following year where you saw
things
that
are
deal.
already impacting shipping,
right?
For example, I mean, fewer container ships are coming here. I mean, we're already going to start feeling the effects. Before we let you go, I want to ask you about something that I think a lot of people who have student loan debt are thinking about, and that is the government preparing to collect on defaulted student loans. We're going to take a deeper dive into this later on in the show, but what is the impact of defaults, especially now that those defaults are going to be reported to credit bureaus?
I mean, it's really tough for a consumer. It impacts getting loans in the future. And then, of course, they have to deal with this debt as well. So it's not a good outlook.
And for the economy overall, right, broader, what's the impact?
Well, if you have someone who's defaulting, they're probably going to be spending less in other areas. They won't be able to get loans. Business economic activity decreases. So that's something that you could see.
Okay, Kelly O'Grady, thank you.